Hey everyone. Sorry. Fucking chest hurts. We'll cut to the chase here. No one gives a fuck if you liked the Redskins more than the Commanders. No one gives a shit. Look, I grew up with the Chargers being in San Diego, and yeah, from time to time I say, oh, I missed when the Chargers were in San Diego. But I don't give a fuck that they play in LA. If you don't know, there's an NFL team, they were called the Washington Redskins for a pretty long time, I think, right? But during the 2010s, every week it was, they're changing their name. And then in 2019, they finally said, fuck it, we're changing the name. So for 2020, 2021, I believe, they were known as the Washington Football Team. And that was fucking stupid. It was funny, because it's like, they called them the football team. I thought it was so funny, but you also should have came up with a replacement. You've been talking about changing the name for a decade. Why don't you have a fucking replacement? But then in 2022, till now, they've been known as the Washington Commanders. And I'll admit, I didn't like the name at first. I thought it sounded weird. But over 3 years now of calling them the Commanders, I actually kind of like it. And I like that some people call them the Commies. I just think that's so funny. But so that's the lore. They used to be called the Redskins, and a bunch of Gen X people are really fucking mad because their childhood team isn't called that anymore. Now, if you're a Washington fan, I understand. Trust me, I do. But if you're not a Washington fan, who gives a fuck? I did some research. I know a lot of people don't know what the fuck that is, but I did do research to see how many teams have changed just their team name over the last 30 years. There's quite a bit of them. I didn't know this. Tampa Bay, the Rays baseball team. I'm not a baseball guy, but they were called the Devil Rays for a long time, and in 2007 they changed their name to the Rays. How come I don't see people bitching about them not being called the Devil Rays no more? Why don't I see that? What about the Charlotte Bobcats? I grew up with them being the Charlotte Bobcats. Now they're the fucking Charlotte Hornets. Why does no one give a shit about that? What about the New Orleans Hornets? Too many S's. Now they're the New Orleans Pelicans. Too many S's. Why doesn't no one cry and bitch and complain about that? Who else changed their name? The Washington Bullets. For a long time, until I think the late 90s, they were called the Washington Bullets. Now they're the Washington Wizards. Why doesn't no one... That was before cancel culture, right? So why the fuck did they change the name? Was the 90s soft? Have I been lied to? I thought the world got soft once 2001 hit. What the fuck? God, maybe I'm an idiot and I don't know anything. I've probably never even seen a football game, if I'm being honest with you. But yeah, so I just avoid listening. Like, my relatives cry and complain about them not being the Redskins anymore. And I don't give a shit what they call them. I don't care if it's the Washington Redskins. I don't care if it's the fucking football team. And I definitely don't give a shit that they're called the Commanders. Who gives a fuck? Stop crying about it. No one cares that they're called the Commanders no more. And, some people bring up fake stats like, oh, well, all the, Indian people really fucked with it. No, they didn't. Not all of them, buddy. Yeah, sure, maybe some of the most outspoken ones, the ones with the most motion, dare I say, said, hey, bring it back. But not everyone was into that. And yes, I do understand that white people Twitter was pissed about it. The fuck? Sorry. And yeah, I get white people Twitter was pissed about it. But white people Twitter is pissed about everything. White people Twitter is either full of Republicans pissed about how the world isn't 1984 anymore, or it's full of white liberals who think everything's fucking offensive. Like, that's what white people Twitter is. Everywhere else on Twitter, unless you're going to, like, gooning Twitter. Oh, should I give you a sneak peek of that video? Fuck, I might have to. But anyway, no one gives a shit that they're not called the Redskins. I don't care what they're called. I'm more annoyed of hearing people bitch and cry about it than I am that they ever changed the fucking name. I didn't care at all they changed the name. And no, team names like the Seminoles or the Chiefs or the Warriors are not the same as the fucking Redskins. Don't make that comparison. But let's get gooning first. Let's get serious, I guess. Look up porn _cards on Twitter, and you're gonna be fucking shocked. My buddy sent me the screenshot. Have y'all ever played Madden before? Or 2K or FIFA? They have that Ultimate Team mode where they have player cards, like you can get like a 98 Tom Brady or whatever. It's a gambling mode. They make cards for fucking porn stars. Holy shit, dude. They even made like a Spotify Wrapped kind of their porn Wrapped. Like, oh, what's your best category or most favorite or who are your top 5 porn stars? Now, maybe I've hit Unk status at the ripe old age of 19, but who the fuck are these people? Look, I remember the OGs like Mia Khalifa and Alexis Texas and Lana Rhoades. You know what I'm saying? Like, those were the OGs. Who the fuck is like... I don't know, I can't even think of one. Just look up porn_cards on Twitter and don't... It's not safe for work. Don't do it with anybody around and delete your fucking history. Make an alternate account or something. But like, man, that shit... Look, I'm not an addict, obviously. I'm a normal fucking guy. But dude, that is the most depraved shit I've ever seen. Porn Ultimate Team cards and porn Wrapped. These motherfuckers even put minutes. They said, yeah, I've seen about 85 minutes. I spent about 85,000 minutes gooning this year. Brother, my Spotify Wrapped was like 50-some thousand minutes. You gooned longer than I listened to fucking music. I gotta go.